Hello dear students. In our lesson today, we're going to do some reinforcement exercises. So some exercises for you to reinforce, to help you, to improve your vocabulary and grammatical skills and knowledge. First of all, I would like you to take a look at these words. Historic, historical, and ancient. They seem the same, but they do have different meanings. So this is what we're going to see together today. So we said we are reinforcing, we're going a step further. The Colosseum gives visitors an idea of what life was like in ancient Rome. So ancient has the meaning of the past, of course, but something that does not exist anymore. So ancient, a lot, it's in the past, but it doesn't exist anymore. Now we have the difference between historic and historical. Historical refers to a very important person or thing of the history, whereas historic, it simply refers to the past, but not ancient. This doesn't exist anymore, whereas historic, it is in the past. For example, the historic town of Bath is a popular tourist destination. It refers to the past, whereas Nottingham is linked to the historical, to this very important figure of the history, Robin Hood. Again, let's go and see the difference between economic, economical, and cheap. Cheap, we all know, that is not expensive. Economic, it refers to the economy, whereas economical, it refers to something that will help us not to spend a lot of money. So we're going to save money if something is economical. The holiday in the Caribbean wasn't cheap, but it was worth every penny, so it was expensive. Tourism has contributed a lot to the country's, it has to do with the economy, to the country's economic growth. I am looking for an economical package holiday to spend, so I don't want to spend a lot of money. That's why I want it to be economical. Okay. We're going to read the text now, and I would like from you to choose the appropriate words. So we have multiple choice clause. Now, many people repaint the walls of their houses to cover up minor damage and signs of weathering, but most don't do it with huge, colorful, look at the words and the continuation of flowers, with huge, colorful patterns of flowers. In Poland, there is a village where every house has had this treatment for this reason. So, Zalipi can, what? Look at the words. Demand, ask, claim, or require to be. This is an expression. So, Zalipi can claim to be the most beautiful village in the country and perhaps the world. No one is sure when or how this tradition, this habit, this fashion, or this belief, this has become a tradition to them. So this tradition originated, local people say that it was when smoke, fog, mist or cloud from the cooking fires. What do we have from the cooking fires? Of course, we've got smoke. Made white walls look dirty. And the women in Zalipi began to decorate them, of course, with strong colors to brighten them up. Zalipi even has one day each year set aside decided aside, selected aside, or put aside. Of course, it is set aside. So every year, one day is set aside. It is known that it's going to be used for these decorations, for the artwork to be done, when new designs can be added and old ones renewed. It has become a sort of competition. Felicia Kurilova, what did she do? She took it further. So she did something extra. She covered almost every watt of her cottage, every surface of her cottage, with painted flowers inside and out. Her house is now a museum. Okay. Another exercise that is going to reinforce your knowledge is sentence transformations. We always have the second sentence, that it should have the same meaning with the first. So we rephrase it by using a couple of words differently. Let's see the first one. I haven't been on holiday for 3 years. So it's been 3 years since, take a look at the verb, since I did what? Since I was or I went on holiday. Why don't you go away for the weekend? Differently said. And by giving a suggestion now, if I were you, I would go away for the weekend. So we are using a second conditional sentence to give advice. If you don't travel abroad, you'll never see the world. You'll never see the world. We started in the second part. If not, the synonym is unless. So, unless you travel abroad. I only have a few days holiday left this year. So, I only have a few. So, I don't have many, of course. I haven't got many days holiday left. This holiday is too expensive for us to afford. If it is too expensive, then the holiday isn't what? It isn't cheap enough. As we can see, we've got two sentences, but we've got the opposite in the second one. I prefer going on holiday in the summer to going in the winter. I like going on holiday in the summer, and the expression here, rather than, of course, going in the winter. So as we can see, we have the same meaning in both sentences, but by using a different structure. All right? And the vocabulary exercise now. I want you to find the correct word. Usually it is an expression. Tom chooses to pay his money on holidays, to spend his money on holidays, to give or to hand his money on holidays rather than his house. And of course, he chooses to spend his money. Business or economy class, sir? This is an expression again. From the rooftop, there is a great view, sight, scene, or picture. All of them are more or less the same, but there is a great view, of course. Tina goes on holiday in March because it is not such an energetic time of the year, such an active, full, or busy. She wants to go in March because there are not many people, so it isn't such a busy time of the year. Number 5. I'd like to take 2 weeks. What do we say when we want to take some time off? We say we want to take 2 weeks off to visit my sister in California. The Parthenon is an important archaeological site. So what we see, site, the place, location, or place. Be careful. We've said that we need to be careful what is in front and after our missing word. So here we have, it is an archaeological site. It's a very important place to visit, but we don't say archaeological place, it's an expression. Archaeological site. And number 7, we're not here for long. We should take every opportunity, every moment, every occasion, every minute to get out and see things. So we should get every single opportunity to enjoy ourselves. Dear students, this was the lesson concerning reinforcement. You can do lots of extra exercises using your course books and ask your teacher for any further information that you may need. Thank you for paying attention. Goodbye.